I already hit the like button. Is that like voting for yourself? Sorry it took me so long to get online. The garage was a disaster, and I had to clear a bunch of stuff out of the way, and I only got one arm, so now there's only one person online. Does that count me? Are you in the chat, love? All right. Well, since I'm only talking to myself, let's get it rolling. All right, I got the camera. Do some shoulder warm-ups here. You got 2.5 pounds for this arm. How's everybody doing? It's Sunday. Got school tomorrow. Gotta wake up early, go to work. I have a really big day. My bosses are gonna be in town. This week's gonna be a nightmare. It's getting hot out and my swamp cooler is broken. Who's in the chats? Anybody? Can you guys hear me okay? H-E-L-L-O. All right, nice. Wet Shart is my favorite. Oh, I had a nickname for you and I forgot what it was. It's something to do with a wet butthole. All right, I don't know what I'm doing today. I haven't done my stretching routine in a while, and I don't want to get too far behind on that. What's up, Julie? Or John, I'm sorry. I need glasses. John, I haven't seen you in a while. Where you been? Actually, I might use this. Put you over here now. Man, having one arm sucks. Just like trying to do the dishes. My daughter leaves the bowls out, so everything gets crusted to them. And I'm trying to hold the bowl in one hand so I can scrub it with the other, but I can't. All right. Been in the middle of watching movies with my dad the last few times. Nice. Even with your arm all wrapped up, yeah. I got this brace on. I got got my second physical therapy on the 16th, and then I do my physical therapy routine at home every night. And my next doctor's appointment is on Friday. Everything's working. So far, not too much pain, but they're really like trying to protect the tendon reattachment site. I've been taking peptides. I just started those. Yeah, this thing's pretty gnarly. It really can't. They don't want you being able to bend the arm at all. You're not supposed to put any weight on the bicep. So when I take the brace off, I mean, you guys want? I'll do my physical therapy routine real quick, and you can see what they had me do. We got Zyro. What's up? I need to do it anyway, so I'll get that out of the way first. Now this is where, when I take this off, I gotta be super careful. It's tender. So, you guys can see the, I don't know if the lighting will pick it up, but I got a scar right here, and then one right here. And they open this up to pull the tendon down, and then this is the incision for the, I don't know if that's for the tool or the camera or how they did it. But so what I do is, keeping my grip neutral, I just simply use press the arm up as far as it'll go. Just hold it there. Now I can use my tricep and push down if I want. So what I've been doing is I've been taking a band, which I don't see because I'm a mess. I keep throwing stuff and I don't know what I do with it. Well, anyway, I've been basically putting a band around my neck and then doing tricep push downs with it. Actually, I might have one over here. That sucks. Oh, here we go. This works. This is the black one too, so this is the strongest one. So I call these the David Carradine. Put this around your neck. You can get it on there. And then we're just going to grip it and we're going to press down. And it works the tricep out without having to use the bicep, because the band does all the work on the eccentric. And I'll just make sure I don't go past 90 degrees. I can go past 90 degrees. I can go to about 120, 130, but they don't want me to. Feeling ready. Oh yeah, it's scary when I take the brace off. What's up? We got a real Viking. Hello from Denmark. What is going on? I can do pretty much anything but pin massages. Let's see, we got a body beat down. What's going on, brother? The band does the work on the way up. Yes, sir. Make sure it doesn't slip up and hit you in the throat. Yeah, that would suck. To make it easier, apply chalk on your neck, yeah. Now, I call this the David Carradine. Those who know. See, this is the black band's the strongest one, so this is actually not a bad workout for the tricep after it's been sedentary for a month. I think that's probably too much. I'll probably be sore. So now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to supinate. I'm just going to go to it hurts. Right before it hurts. And then I can pronate on my own. supinate. Try to get that at 90 degrees. Pronate. No, not tennis elbow. It's a bicep tendon, distal tendon reattachment surgery. Do you have to do PT after it's solidly healed? No. I'll do physical therapy until they tell me I'm cleared to do full training, and then I'll just get right into training like normal. Should I have allowed that message? Was funny. Which one? The exercise is called the jaw blow. Would you consider being the next $6 million man? Honestly, with the cost of medical, that's not that far off. $6 million doesn't get you very far these days. I tore 4 inches of my pectoral muscle off my ribs at work. Ouch! Damn, how'd you do that? What's up, Jay? That's sucks. Do you ever check on HMB? No, I didn't. Why do you guys like to see a gorilla? I don't know, you tell me, Dale. I'm glad they do, though. I don't think I'm going to squat today, Jay. I'm going to do my stretching routine and, I don't know, maybe kick the bag a little. What's up, Andreas? We got Fudge from Australia. You look like a WWE wrestler. People have told me that before. I'm not. I wouldn't mind. That'd be cool. How's the arm recovery going? Not too bad. I'm doing my physical therapy right now. Like I'm literally doing the routine. Just gotta turn. So you have normal range of motion is what about right there? You see the bicep? Watch it pop up. Boink. So it's the bicep controls flexion and supination. Pronation, there's a little muscle that goes across the from the radius to the what's the other forearm bone, babe? You got the radius, and is it the ulnar? Started squatting and doing leg presses for a while and got good at that. Good, and then tried hack squats. Hack squats will kill you. Overhead jackhammering. I rested the jackhammer on my chest and pushed with my body. Damn. Alma. Anyway. A gay WWE wrestler. Tom, you're a gay WWE wrestler? So we got Tom Snodgrass. He's a gay WWE wrestler. Welcome to the chat, brother. We don't mind. Ali. I don't know how to read that. What's up, Taylor Perchfield? What's up, brother? Tom's looking for love. Looking for love in all the wrong places. Tom, are you the big spoon or the little spoon? All right, I think that's enough of that. So that was my physical therapy routine. You guys just witnessed it. I'll put the brace bag on and we'll get on with it. I look like Omni-Man. Call me old? You're the big spoon. Yeah. There is no spoon. How many times a day do you do that? 3 times. How much should we lift today? I don't know if I'm going to lift today. I think I'm going to do my stretching routine. I've been squatting almost every single day, so I'm definitely getting leg exercise in. Tom, I probably shit bigger than you. You got that reference, nice. Do I want to arm wrestle? Yeah, actually, I probably would do pretty good with this brace. I bet that Tom squats to pee. Hey, Marine in the house. What's up, Matt? Remember when you destroyed Wes Watson and Big Boy on rows? Yeah, dude, man, I was watching that video and they were rowing 3 plates, and they couldn't even do them strict. I'm like, this guy's saying he's the strongest whatever in the world. Not with that row, you ain't. Tom, did you know this guy was an article operator on, I believe, a Navy boat? Me? Hell no, I was a jarhead. I hope the arm healing well. Yeah, it's coming along, man. Matt, how you doing, brother? Semper Fi. Oh, artillery. Yes, I was. Yeah, 155 millimeter howitzers. Big guns. Have gun, will travel. Tom needs to take up a hobby that's appropriate for him, like knitting. How long you been lifting for? I don't know. 11, heavy, about 11 years. Everything's great, can't complain. That's cool, man. What happened to the arm? I tore the distal tendon off of the radius bone. It just popped right off. Tom would pipe your wife. I actually would put money on my wife, to be honest with you. Especially against you, Rich. I bet she'd kick your ass. She's in the chat. You can talk to her. Her name's Christina. Hey, babe, you in the chat? You paying attention? Richard Rhodes wants to challenge you to a fight. I got $100 on you. Do you follow certain plan for your exercise? Yes, but it's complicated. I do block periodization, so it's like a 6-month training program with different blocks. There's conditioning, hypertrophy, and then like peaking or heavyweight acclimation, that kind of thing. Caleb, well, I'm gay. I knew he would do guys. Yeah, Tom, Caleb, Tom's looking to hook up, so you could talk to Tommy. Hey man, how long have you been training? Today or like my whole life? Well, I'm gay. I knew he would do guys. I don't know. What's your height? 5'9". My license says 5'10". Actually, that might not be true. Where's my wallet? I think I corrected it. I most definitely, when they first measured me, I think I had shoes on. I had the Wes Watson platform shoes, so it's 6'1". Yeah. What happened to your arm? For the 50th time, I tore my bicep tendon. My whole life, heavy. I've been training heavy about 11 years. Short guy, 5'9" short. I don't know. It's average, I think. I don't know if it matters. I don't give a shit. Any dude that's worried about another man's height is most definitely the little spoon, for sure. You know what I mean? Like, why would you care about another man's height? Young grinder. You want to make sure that he doesn't need a stool to get to your height. like I can see if a woman says that I'm short, I'm like, oh, I mean, that might hurt my feelings, but another guy, it's like, okay. Are you working out legs? Nah, well, yeah, probably, but I've been squatting every day. Thanks, Ryan. Can you you speak English, please, Ivan? Who's Ivan? I am number one Belarus hooker. I'm a 7-inch cucumber. I bet you are. Thanks, Sarah. We got Rosetta Stone. I think I'm going to. Should I block the arm comments since they're asking every 20 seconds? Or should I pin a comment? I tore my bicep tendon. Oh, where do we go? And we'll pin that. Pin message. There we go. There we go. Gen X tore bicep tendon while deadlifting. No, I was exploring myself in the shower and I slipped. I slipped on the soap and I dropped it. Do a squat with 23 kilograms. I'm 50 years old and I don't even know how to pronounce that. Thank you, Salu. Read the pinned comment, Taco. All right here. I need to use that because I'm handicapped. Man, the stream sucks today. You guys are not fun. Thank you, I appreciate that. This chat is dysfunctional. Yeah, it's not that fun today. Are you a wrestler? I wrestle my wife. Thank you. Am I pronouncing that right? Is it Salu? Bobby's in the house. What's up, Bob? Don't forget to drop a like if you haven't already. I'm almost at 8,000 subscribers, Bobby. Thanos, yeah, right? What's your highest PR on what lift? Deadlift 710 pounds, squat 680, and bench 425. My man looks like a Finley from the WCW. I don't know. I'm not. I'm a construction worker. Yeah, you said right. Oh, cool. Right on. Won't make it another 10. Thanks, Bailey. Appreciate that. I always like it when you guys curse me with death. That's nice. You know? Like, I hope you die too, I guess. I don't know. No, I hope you live a long, happy life. I really do. How much do you make a month off of YouTube? Not that much. A couple $100. I wrestled my wife. Is crazy work. My wife's pretty good. My Asian woman told me that having a little pee-pee doesn't matter, but I still wish she didn't have one. Yes, what I look for in my women is as little penis as possible. Your discipline in bodybuilding is admirable. Any recommendation for those who want to start? I'm not a bodybuilder. Well, honestly, you just gotta have discipline. So who was I talking to yesterday, babe? So when you're just starting out, pick a program and stick with it. 6 months, and never miss. Commit to yourself to never miss more than 3 days. If you do that for a whole year, you're gonna have pretty good results. Can you lift the weight on the bench? On what bench? Bella, I wish my boyfriend had muscles like you. Well, tell that motherfucker to go to the gym, man. He's slacking. May God let you live longer, man. Amen. I joke around, but it's like today I took my blood pressure and it was literally 123/69, which is perfect. Um, and people are like, you're not going to live very long. And I'm like, I mean, I have awesome health markers. I get my blood work done regularly. I'm way healthier than the average 50-year-old. And I got these people that tell me I'm going to die in 10 years. I'm like, well, I mean, that's possible. Tomorrow's promised to no one. But what do you look like? Like, do you know your health markers? Do you check your blood pressure regularly? And if you're over 40, you should. I absolutely recommend older guys. They shouldn't go to the Walgreens or whatever pharmacy and buy a little, or even the watches. I think monitor them now. The smart watches. The number one killer of men over the age of 40 is heart issues, and that's something you definitely want to keep ahead of, whether you're natural or not. I know a lot of 100% natural people who have shit diets and their cholesterol's through the roof and they have high blood pressure. But they're always dispensing priceless advice. Idiot. How strong are you? I am the strongest. 168 pounds trying to get to 180. You are, what is it? Chrome heart. You got to eat, brother. Eat and train heavy. If I decrease the width of my hands on incline press, will this increase my pec size for the same reps? What I tell people with training pectorals is it's not really about, it's about the range of motion. So, people want to train, they think if you do decline press, you train the bottom. If you do incline, you train the top. And that's not really true. When you fire the pecs off, like I always tell people, like throw a punch really hard and then like put your hand on your chest and feel the whole thing fires, whether you're punching up or down, the whole chest fires. So it's really about stretching. You want to get your pecs stretched out and then you want to contract them fully. Incline, honestly, no, I would say the wider grip is going to hit your pecs more. Closer grip is going to be more triceps and shoulders. But there's no way to eliminate any of those completely from any range of motion. Are guys blind, have injury, and you're asking about weight lift? Oh, yeah, no, I know. How long until you fully recover? Tore my pec off? 6 months. My buddy's heart blew up when he was 39. Yeah, some people have conditions. That sucks. Let's see, where are you from? I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I live in Vegas. Is it possible to build muscles like you without taking supplements? Yeah. Check my channel out, like early videos. I was 100% natural, and I weighed 220 pounds. Same weight I am now. And I was still I had the national records for the tested division, 1,500 total. I wasn't as cut up as I am now, but I had a pretty good physique. You never now ven. It's been 5 months. I'm from India, skinny fat, 6 feet, 59 kilograms, now 62. So should I bulk or cut? I'm really not into bulking or cutting. I think if you bulk, you get fat for no reason. I mean, cutting, obviously, losing weight, that's, but I don't. I do slow and steady. So if I want to gain weight, I just add a slight caloric surplus to my diet and I strength train. I go heavy and hard. Worry about getting stronger, and then the weight will put itself on. But for cutting, you don't want to do anything unreasonable either. You want to do slow and steady. What's up, Pixar? How are you doing? The time under tension that develops muscle strength increases myotomal firing. Oh, we got a sports scientist in the house. You look good, brother. Thank you, TJ. Oh, thanks, Ryan. I appreciate it. Americans are very competent in everything they do. I admire the United States. We Brazilians are very grateful to you. I would love to go to Brazil. When is the core going to bring the muscle car in the garage? When is the core going to bring the muscle car in the garage? Can you flex for me? You tore my I popped my bicep off of the forearm. Bella, I'll flex for you, but I'm a married man. Just saying. Hey, there we go. Wait, should I do this arm? Martin Terry, always looking good. Thank you for Martin. Recomp, and my arms are skinny comparative to my physique. What should I do? Your arms are skinny compared to your physique. What kind of training are you doing? I always need context before I can say what somebody should do. I need a little context. I don't know what I don't know what your diet is. I don't know what kind of training you do. I don't know what kind of lifts you're doing. I basically do nothing but compound lifts. Yeah, Christina had hip surgery. She's kind of hurting today. I'm watching from Nairobi, Kenya. Right on, Edwin. You like to go fishing on a boat? Yeah, fishing's cool. I haven't gone in a long time. I'm more of a hunter, though. Just a little deca on that arm will be good as new. Well, I mean, yeah, you could do that, but I wouldn't recommend that. That is your first course of action. I couldn't heard what you say. I said I'm married, and my wife's actually my moderator. She's my channel manager. So she's in the chat right now. Her name's Christina. So you guys could say hi to her. Are you active in the Marine Corps? No. Thanks, Pop and Zeus. Have you tried calisthenics and any quick advice about knock knees? Knock knees? Is that where they're... Knock knees, I would think, is a adductor weakness. So you'd want to... what would I do to train that? Well, first I would ask what kind of leg exercises you're currently doing. 3 months ago. Yeah, no, I keep hurting you, babe. I keep bumping into you. Thanks, A Marks. What's up, AAAA? Yeah, but Bella doesn't care if you're married. Yes, but it's also disrespectful to flex for women with my wife in the chat. You look like a pro wrestler from the Indies. Let's see, we got full body 5 days, 1 muscle, 2 exercise, stretch, chest, fly press, shoulder, lats, pull-ups, wide close, lats, wide and close, bicep curls and hammers, tricep pull downs, dips and legs. So you're doing like a... and your arms are proportionately too small. What are you doing for what do you do for chest? Do you do bench press, or are you doing like No, it's not inappropriate, Bella. It's inappropriate of me, not you. Flies first, then bench press. I only do 5. I do basically 5 exercises. Well, 7. So I do squat, bench, deadlift, squat, bench, deadlift, rows, military press, and then I do weighted dips and pull-ups. And that's about it. Now, I'll pepper in, if I get bored, I'll do curls or something, but that's not, I don't do them with enough frequency to say it's part of my routine. And for me, I follow what's called undulating periodization, meaning I rotate my rep range based on my 1 rep max. So, whatever your 1 rep max is. 1 week I'll do 70, 75%. Next week I'll do 80, 85%. Third week I'll do about 95%. All sets to failure. 3 warm-up sets, 3 working set, 1 set to failure. And then I'll do a deload week, and then I'll add a percentage the next month. And then so it's linear progression with undulating periodization. That's for my hypertrophy training block. For my conditioning block, I do high reps. So that might look like 50% of 1 rep max for 50 to 100 reps. We'll do that for 3 or 4 weeks. I do conditioning, hypertrophy, and then heavy weight acclimation and peaking, and that's usually leads into a competition. It's gonna look a little bit different for a bodybuilder because powerlifters tend to have more specificity in their training, because it's all about the 1 rep max. It's all about doing as much weight as you can do for 1 rep. And everybody's dominant arm is always going to be bigger than their non-dominant. Yeah. Which is why I also like barbell training, because barbell training tends to keep imbalances. A thing about, like, if you want to have, like, for arms, a good goal for most people is to be able to row as much as you can push. So if you bench press 300 pounds, you should be able to row 300 pounds. And whatever direction you're pushing, you should be able to pull the same amount. That's a good goal to have. A lot of people have imbalances, and making sure that whatever plane of motion you're moving the weight in, if you can do the same amount in either direction, that's gonna fill you out really nicely. A lot of people that have small arms per se, like it's really, if you look at it, they have underdeveloped shoulders or triceps. A lot of people try to do tons of curls, and the bicep itself is not that big of a muscle, as you can see. But most of the arm is tricep, and then the shoulders really kind of fill out a lot of it too. I'm sorry, Bella. I hope I didn't upset you. That wasn't my goal. I just try to be respectful of my wife. I love her very much. Cracked 7th vertebrae doing seated squats warm up. Cracked your vertebrae? How did you do that? Seated squats. Oof. So when you hit the box, did you relax? Did you lose your core tightness? Puddles McGee. I like that name, brother. Thank you for that bit of info. I appreciate it. That buzz is hella loud. Oh, that was my phone. Let me turn that off. My wife said that was loud. There you go. Someone always tries to call me when I'm live streaming. There we go. All right. My trainer said until you reach a specific weight and reps that you can switch to push-pull legs. I know guys that do that that are advanced. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not a bad split. There's guys that only have like 3 days a week to train. So they'll do, their split is they do push 1 day, pull the other, and then they do a full body on the third. Tell everyone what you think about carbohydrates. I mean, they're delicious. I mean, they do retain water in the body, but what more specifically, what do you want to know about them, Dennis? I mean, what happened to your arm? Read the pinned comment. I'm the beast. Thank you. My dad turned the wrong way and gave himself compression fraction of one of his vertebrae. Damn. I actually have a fracture in my L5. Let's see. We're all weird. push-pull days is what the athletic trainer had us do in college. I mean, to me, it's not about what you're doing on a specific day as far as like push or pull, but more what movements you're doing and what does your uh, progression look like. I mean, you can do push pull 5 by 5, but it's like if you're doing squats, deadlifts, and bench press. I mean, you're gonna. Thoughts on BPC 157? I take that and TB 500. I just started though. Kira, what's your take for my specific skinny arms? I really don't know. I would say probably you need to do more weight for your triceps. Triceps respond to heavy weight, which is why I like close grip bench press as my go-to tricep exercise. Even if I wasn't present, I hope he would still be respectful. I always felt like they should be more specific on each athlete because some people have disadvantages they need to work on. Yeah, that's what I agree. I think most college, most high school strength trainers suck. Every time they came to like Iron Addicts, they brought their kids with. It was the worst lifting I've ever seen. And I'm sure that's not all of them, but definitely the Vegas guys. And they were also stuck up too. You try to offer them advice, and they would get really sanctimonious. Like, oh, I don't need your help. Yeah, you do. You're gonna hurt your kids. Just stay out of it, you know. They had I forgot which high school it was. It was whatever the Catholic Christian the Catholic high school. What is the name of it? But they had their football team come into Iron Addicts, and they were doing a deadlift competition. And one kid could do 405 pounds, which is really good for high schooler. And they're all screaming, and he could barely get it off the floor, and he's hitching it all the way up, and he's bent over, and he's rowing it with his arms, which is how you injure your bicep. That's like the easiest way to tear your bicep off the bone, which is actually how I did it. And I just merely suggested, I was like, man, your kids are strong, but do you need any help with like, little coaching them up on form a little bit? And he looked at me like I was smoking crack. He's like, I don't know. What are you talking about? I have a sports degree or whatever. I'm like, okay. Good luck with the hospital bills. I haven't started taking creatine and protein powders right now. How and when should I take them? It doesn't matter. Protein's food. Like, I don't know, people way overstate protein powder. Like, think of it as a meal replacement. It's a shake. Creatine's good. It'll increase it affects the ATP cycle in the cells, which is how they produce and use energy. So creatine will help you be able to push a little bit harder for a little bit longer. It'll make you a tiny little bit stronger. But protein is just food. They make it sound like they got this like anabolic window where you got to drink this stupid shake 20 minutes after you lift or something. I'm like, dude, I do intermittent fasting. I train fasted all the time. I don't even use protein. I have it I got a whole bunch of it in my closet. I eat like eggs. We have chickens, so I eat a lot of eggs. I don't know. Like, there's nothing wrong with protein, but I think the anabolic window is a myth. I don't think it matters when you consume your food, as long as you're getting your proper macronutrients. The rest will take care of itself. We got Armine. What's up? Just came in to say with this shirt. Have a good one, sir. Hi F Pound. Nice. What did Christina say? I can tell by how your man acts. You can see the twinkle in his eye when he talks about you. Yeah, I got it bad for her. I got too much profit. That's Never a problem. That's a good problem to have. Before workout, after, between sets, though, I just I don't know how to say this any simpler. It doesn't matter. Like you don't need to eat while you're working out. I'm fasting right now. I do intermittent fasting. I probably won't eat till tonight, and I go to the gym and train all the time. Best glute lift, squats. Were you in the army? Hell no. India, a lot of brands are not UK up to the mark. The mixed shits. You're talking about like proteins. Yeah, I think you got to figure like a lot of these stupid studies are paid for by the protein industry, and it's a huge industry, so they want you to consume as much of it as possible. Um, Whoever came up with the idea that we needed 3 grams of protein per pound of body weight, that was a generally considered accepted science like not 10 years ago. And that's way too much. Your body doesn't synthesize that much, and most of that either gets converted into energy or it gets shit out, and then it goes through the kidneys. And that's hard on the kidneys over time. If your diet is super heavy in protein, it can mess your kidneys up over a long period of time. I don't I don't even think you need 1 gram of protein per body weight. It's like zero point 0.8 is probably enough. But I eat roughly about 1 gram per pound of body weight, so 200 grams of protein a day. Um, my split before I got injured was squat, bench, deadlift, 3 days a week, and then accessories around those lifts. You're in 200 milligrams of test now. Feels so much better. Emperor Baphomet. Nice. Um, yeah, if you're an older lifter and you suffer from low T, get your blood work done. TRT is, I think it's a life changer. 200. I don't know any doctor that would prescribe 200. I think that's the highest I've seen. I think 200 is the max I've seen doctors prescribe. So 200 would be, if you're administering it yourself, that would be technically considered a cycle, but it's a tiny cycle, and I don't think you'll have too many problems with it. But if you are administering it yourself, my only suggestion is to make sure you're getting your blood work done regularly, and if you could find a doctor you could be honest with and tell him, hey, I'm taking this, that'll, so he could at least help you make healthy choices. No need to get higher than 200 unless you got other issues coming up. Any tips for starting TRT? Yes, go to a TRT clinic and talk to a doctor. I've noticed that a lot of men's problems with bulk is lack of testosterone. Our food is. This is what I can say. In Western civilization, specifically America, we are 40% lower now than we were in the 1940s. 40% lower. Men have 40% lower testosterone than men in the 1940s. Is that crazy? The Edge. I haven't heard that one. She doesn't want me going. Let's see here. Crap, I gotta. One of my comments go. Lisette, hola, what's up? She doesn't want me going any higher. Who's she? I watched him, Jake Noder funny. Jake Noder. I'm lost. Cheeseburgers. Cheeseburgers are delicious. So you okay any games? Are you asking me if I play games? Yeah, am I a gamer? Yeah, absolutely. You're a urologist. Okay. We got a bunch of. Do you play any games? Yes. Although I haven't in a while. I let the kids take the Xbox out of the garage, and um, I bought Halo Infinite, and that really pissed me off. That was the last uh, expensive game. Like I haven't bought a AAA game since Halo Infinite, so I play a lot of older games. Although I do want to get the new Warhammer. Do you do weighted dips? Absolutely. Let's see. I get my testosterone levels checked. It was higher than normal. It's a preposterous amount of testosterone. Yeah, I call it preposterone. Halo Infinite. You have to jerry rig to get. Yeah, dude. I mean, I was so fucking angry. I was, you know, Halo was the game that got me into console gaming. I was a PC gamer before that, so I was huge into that. And I was a colonel. I was a ranked colonel in Halo 3. I played online multiplayer all the time, and it just went down after that. Reach was good. I liked Reach. I wasn't a big fan of their multiplayer, and then the Master Chief Collection came out, and that was a shit show. But they eventually got that ironed out for the most part. And it was like Infinite, man, sucked. I was angry. And then AAA games have been awful. Oh, the new Dragon Age was just unbelievably terrible. All of them, all the new games are fucking awful. Um, they're all queer. The message, they're all like, they just suck. All the new games suck. Arm's doing all right, Ben. What you did when you felt stuck due to the weight threshold? What did you do when you felt stuck due to the weight threshold? Are you asking me what I did if I hit a plateau? Yeah, I've been playing a lot of older games. Near Automata is the latest one I've been chewing on. So anytime I hit a plateau, usually, like if I'm trying to push my 1 rep max and I just can't add weight to the bar, I will drop the weight and work on rep ranges. So, let's say I'm benching 405 and I can't hit 4010. That looks like I'm going to lower my 1 rep max in my program and recalculate my rep ranges to 385, and I'm going to try to push the rep ranges as hard as I can for a couple of months, and then come back and try a PR again. A lot of times I see a lot of lifters. They do linear progression lifting, and they're maxing out every single week, and they just can't add any more weight to the bar. And if you think about it, the reason why you can't add weight to the bar is because your body is already adapted to lift that weight. Let's say you're a 400-pound bencher. Your body's adapted to lift 400 pounds, so you're going to be able to do that every week. You can't add a significant enough amount of weight to the bar to create an adaptation to lift more. 5 pounds, can't do it. So that means you're never going to be able to adapt to lift more. So what do? Well, since you can't rep 400 out, you need to lower the weight and rep out 385, 375. You get to work there and work on maxing out those rep ranges. And after a few weeks of that, you'll be able to break through those plateaus. There's a couple of short boot camp style programs like the Candido 6-week strength program. That'll really, if you do that for 6 weeks, you're gonna hit PRs on all your lifts. Minecraft's awesome. My daughter plays Minecraft. I can't get into it. Yeah, simple. My training is so simple. I do 3 warm-up sets and 3 working sets, and I have 1 set to failure, and I'm done. That's it. What is the bandage on the left arm? That's a brace. It's like a cast, so I can't. It's an immobilizer. I bet you could become a college athletic trainer. I thought about going back to school for physical therapy. I really enjoy the process. I've been doing commercial construction for a long time, and I doubt I would make money as good as I am now doing something like that. But I don't know. Just a thought I had. I don't want to do commercial construction for the rest of my life. Raccoon just ran past. That would probably be Leroy. Candido 6 week strength training. Yes, and you can type that into Google and it'll come up. There's you can get it directly from Johnny's webpage, or you can get it from Boost Camp, which is it's an app that has a whole bunch of different training programs like Juggernaut and a good resource for a variety of different programs. Whatever program you start, though, stick with it long enough to see results. A lot of people they'll do a program for a few weeks, not see any, or so feel like they're making any results, and then they'll jump to another one. It's like, no, do that. Like, just stick with that for a while. 6 weeks at least. I'm saying once your athletic career is over, go into training athletes. That's kind of the plan, I think. Yo, bro, why you only poll dudes? Because I got it like that? I don't know. Yeah, you got to tell your dad to stop calling me. I have Boost Camp. It's legit. Nice. Christo, are you the bad or the ugly? Nice. I just got back from the gym. What's up, South Stream? Like and subscribe. Yeah, man. I keep forgetting to say that shit, and I'm stalling out on my subscribers. I'm almost at 8,000. I wanted to get into doing costume and props. I make more operating heavy equipment and corn. Yeah, but when you get to a certain point, being able to do what you love. How much do you leg press? I have no idea. I don't use the leg press. I squat. I can squat 600, probably 70 right now. Anavar is for cutting. What do you think? Well, I don't do Anavar. I would say no. Well, I don't know. I know a lot. Why is it for cutting though? Because it is anabolic. I'd have to research that. I know a lot of bodybuilders use Anavar while they're cutting, but why do they use it? Probably because it isn't strong enough to put a whole bunch of lean mass on. I don't think it affects your metabolism though. I could be wrong. So the medical use for Anavar is they will prescribe it to bedridden patients, so they don't lose muscle mass while they're in prolonged hospital stays where they can't get out of their hospital beds. Just waiting for the gym stuff I heard to get here. Bought a bunch of stuff to make a home gym. Nice. What do you think about our brother Hitler? Was he over dramatized? You're a fucking idiot? I don't know. I think Hitler was, well, he was a piece of crap, and he got what he deserved. I'm not a big fan of authoritarian dictators and or collectivists. Do you recommend heavier weight, less reps, or less weight and higher reps? It depends what you're trying to do. When I do conditioning, I do like 50% 1 rep max for like 50 to 100 reps. And that's to get your body like conditioned. It's super hard because of how many reps you're doing, total reps. And then if you look at the overlap for hypertrophy and strength between sets of like 1 to 3 versus sets of 8 to 10, even though 8 to 10 is going to be better for hypertrophy, 1 to 3 is going to be better for strength, there's still enough of a carryover where you will get hypertrophy from the 1 to 3 sets, and you will get strength from the 8 to 10, provided you do them to failure. So as long as you're bringing the proper intensity, you're going to get both from whatever rep range you work out of. Generally speaking, though, it's about efficiency. What's up, Ibra? If you declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe with your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. Yes, but that's not what the stream's about. So, Hitler, I'm just gonna get rid of you. I don't really want to have this discussion. Like, it's just not funny to me. Where are my mods? Oh, great, my laptop's logging up. We're gonna just go ahead and get rid of you, buddy. The real Mr. Neil, what's up? Let's box in Borrow, Alaska, or do you gotta drug people when they're sleeping? Okay. I don't. Oh, man, I'm not vibing with the chat tonight. Normally we have fun and we laugh, and I'm usually a smart ass. This is not happening tonight. What is a good lifting weight for a 14-year-old? Any? If you're a 14-year-old, just get in the habit of working out. You served, yes, sir. Kira's asking what happened. In regards to what? I'll mod for you if you need. Well, if you stick around and build some rapport with me, I'll make you a moderator. Big Steve from Chicago, what's up? Let's box and Borrow, Alaska. Okay, so you already said that once. Ian, I didn't think it was funny the first time because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But if you say it a third time, I'm going to just ban you because you're spamming. How many years did you serve? A little over 8. Military, yes, I'm a United States Marine. I would do some stand-up jokes to liven it up, but it'd be corny. Well, you know, dude, normally when people say fucked up things to me, I say shitty things back to them and we have a good laugh. But these comments are like, they suck. I need better trolls, people. You need to step it up a little. If you're gonna harass me on my page, like, at least be clever or witty. I can't do anything with these comments. Torn bicep here. Surgery tomorrow. Wish me luck. You're gonna be all right, Graham. It's gonna be all right. It's a routine surgery. They have it down to a science. It's in and out. You're gonna be all right. You don't need luck. Any heart-stopping incident you could share with us? Heart-stopping? No, I'm not going to talk about that one. That was a chlorine accident I was in. So you a GWOT yet, vet? Have you thought about joining WWE? Would they take me? Sorry, I had to. My laptop's. This piece of crap keeps freezing up on me. I'm having technical difficulties, people. Give me a second here. Son of a bitch. Okay, here we go. Refresh the screen. Where was he? So I can I use my laptop here so I can see the chat, even though it is on the my phone. Just because the text is so small, it's hard for me to read them. I sit there like, what are they saying? How are these kids talking about? God damn it! Get off my lawn! Let's see here. Where are we? I saw a comment, global war on terror. Where did that go? I think that's where I left off. Somebody was asking me, did nobody tell you, what do you think of the 2025 military? I like the direction they're going in with it. I honestly didn't pay attention to UFC 314. You know what? Lately I used to be such a huge UFC fan, but lately I can't get into it. It's not, I don't know, it's like lost something. I don't know if it's the lack of competition or it's the infantile egomaniacs that talk shit to each other to get fight promotions. It's like no grown man interacts with another grown man like that in real life. I don't know. I'm just kind of losing interest in the UFC. You're 5'4". Cool. Chat's ridiculous tonight. Yeah, kickflick the laptop. Up to date with Russia and Ukraine. The drones are super scary. Yeah, man, it's definitely changing. In real time, it's changing the way wars are being fought. And sad to say, but the United States is using the Ukraine war as a research and development tool, essentially. Which I guess is a good thing. Most of our innovations come from times of conflict. What do you think of the Dutch giant? Let's see here. Let's see. Any incident funny or scary from the military? Yeah, there's a bunch of them. When I blew my knee out, that fucking sucked. I got 48 stitches in my back. That was a bad day. Okay, I'll give you guys a funny story in the military. It was Operation Eager Mace Infinite Moonlight, 1995, 11th Marine Expeditionary Unit. We were at the Kuwait-Iraq border, the 5th Battalion, 11th Marines. We got attached to what Army Brigade was that? Shit, I don't remember. But anyway, Saddam Hussein was massing troops on the border, so we were there as a show of force. But we were 20 miles inside of Iraq for Infinite Moonlight. We had actually crossed the border and went into Iraq, and a MiG got shot down by an F-18 that came off of the USS Lincoln, but I don't know the name of the battle group. I was on the LSD-45, the USS Comstock. It's either here or there. So we're 20 miles or so into Kuwait or Iraq, and we set up a position, and in the middle of the night, we had the old NVGs. What were those called? What were those old fucking shitty ass NVGs called? I can't remember, but they sucked. They didn't have very good depth perception, and not everybody got issued one. I had an A2 service rifle with an M203, but in artillery, every vehicle has a crew serve on it that can carry one. So there's a bunch of 240 Golfs, there's a bunch of M2 Ma Deuces, there's a whole bunch of Mark 19s, and they set the guns up on a line and they circle the vehicles like circling the wagons, to protect your position if somebody comes up the rear. Well, Sergeant Cobb was on watch at night, and I was in the FDC, I was in the tent, so I was doing radio watch, and there was a whole bunch of commotion, and somebody opened fire with a squad automatic weapon, a saw, and then next thing you know, like, everybody that was on that line every automatic weapon that could go off did go off. And I was back in the FTC, so I was responding to it. I grabbed my rifle and started booking it towards the gun line or the firing line. And then all you heard was like, "See, check fire, check fire." They were screaming to cease fire. What was reported was there was hundreds of troops coming up the back of our position, like hundreds of them. That's what he saw in his MVGs. And they thought that the position was going to be overrun, so every crew served weapon opened fire. And what it turned out to be, because they sent a couple of the forward observers out there to go see who survived, essentially, was a herd of camels and one of the the owner of the herd of camels had a Toyota. It was like a little I don't know what they call them over there, like a Hilux, but a little Toyota pickup truck, and it was just riddled with bullets, 50 caliber holes. This thing was Swiss cheese, and somehow this guy lived. He was on the ground underneath the truck, and this thing, there had to be hundreds of holes in this thing. All of his camels were fucking dead, every one of them. And it became an international. It could have been. It was like an international incident. It got all the way to the president of the United States. They made the 11th Marine Expeditionary Unit had to reimburse this guy for all the camels we killed. And let me tell you, they were fucking. It was gory, man. I was like, holy shit! What would this do to a person? There was camel parts everywhere. I mean, they were hitting them with Mark 19 40 millimeter automatic grenade launchers, 50 caliber, like 7.62. I think the 240 Gulfs shoot around 700 rounds a minute, and they're just it was fucking epic. So there you go. There's my funny military story. Does cannabis affect gains? I don't know. I don't know. I know enough people work out, smoke weed. I don't smoke weed personally. Well, if he's shoulder pressing that shit, I couldn't imagine deadlift. Are you a Marine? Yes. You have no bulge. Well, I'll say where your head's at, Porchy. They learn to stick to the walls and walk in single file and wash essentials. Master X, I already answered that question. If you ask one more time, I'm going to put you in a timeout. What, while shooting camels, the Army just fires in a direction where the enemy is? Well, yeah, usually like... Well, when you're let's say in enemy territory and everybody's already on edge, when somebody starts shooting, it's not uncommon for everybody to open up. But I didn't really hear I was back in the FTC, which is it's like a little combat information center. So what they do is they back two ambulance shell Humvees up next to each other, and they put this light-proof tent in between them. And on one side is communication with the radios, and on our side we had the PEDs, which is a fire solution computer, and then I can see where every unit is on the map and what their assets are. So it's like a situational battlefield situation. It's pretty cool, actually. Outside of a coffee maker, so I like my tent. It had air conditioning. I'm a combat computer nerd. Half laptop, will travel. Have you seen an undercover ghillie suit sniper? Undercover ghillie suit? I mean, we've made ghillie suits. I've seen them. Is this why you like Warhammer so much? I love Warhammer. I don't know. Warhammer's just, it's over the top. It's ridiculous. The lore's awesome. I like the little figurines. I'm a fucking nerd, I guess. I don't know. I play Magic, don't have the money for Warhammer. Nobody has the money for Warhammer. Magic is pretty expensive too. Yeah, when we were on deployment, when I would do a communications watch, and when we were on you get a step because it's night shift. All the guys would meet in the library and we'd all play Magic the Gathering, and we were in there, or we would play Rifts, like Dungeons and Dragons, essentially, but it's futuristic. I don't know if you've ever played Rifts before. We're in there like the dungeon master's got us all set up, and we're there with our pads and paper, and we're getting into it. And I just remember Sergeant Massey walks in, and he was a gun rock. The gun crews are the FTCs, like the computer nerds. We're the ones that do the math, that aim the cannons, and the 0811s. We call them gun rocks. Post string, go boom. They're like the apes that fucking load the shells into the howitzers. He comes into the library and he looks at everybody and goes, nerds, and he leaves. Which gun do I have? Do you enjoy leg day? Leg day is my favorite. I fucking love squatting. Been squatting every day. Which gun do you have? What's up, babe? Huh? No, I don't know. They might be in the house. Oh, here, wait. You know, that's a Black Rifle Espresso. Maybe inside maybe the fridge in the house. You know, I got those at Smith's. Yeah, they were like they were on sale, so I'll pick a bunch more up. Which gun do I have? I have a VR60 12 gauge semi-automatic AR-12 style shotgun. I got a Benelli Nova. I got a Rock Island AR-15, 16-inch barrel. I've got a Remington P94. That's my sidearm. I got a XDS-45, MP Shield 40, HK P2000. We got Kimber 1911. We got an M1 Garand. I got a couple of 11 Marlin lever action. What is the model number of that thing? 3030. We've got the kids have a Henry 22 rifle. I've got a 200-pound recurve crossbow with optics. That thing's badass. We have more than that though. What else do I have? I got a little arsenal. Nothing like, not like end of the world prepper amounts of weapons, but enough. The shower and basic was funny. Yeah. Can't stop laughing. What's your stats, Miss B? I killed 20 camels. That shit happened, man. People are like, no, it didn't. I'm like, yeah, it did. I got people I served with are on my subscriber list, so they'll tell you it fucking happened. Looks like you have no pants or shorts on. Yeah, these are pretty comfortable. I love these things. He got messed up bad from the Rwandan genocide. Breaking out Rwanda. I had a Rhodesian Ridgeback. That dog was cool. What would a fun day look like to you? Fun day would be a giant pile of cocaine and a fun day. I don't know. We do lots of things for fun. I like to go rock climbing. I like to box. I like Muay Thai. I like getting in the ring and getting my ass kicked. But I also like playing fucking table games with little miniature Marines. I like going to the Girl Scouts with my daughter. I paint toenails with my daughter. That's fun. Like, sometimes we go, everything's fun. But fun is, you take fun wherever you can. Like, fun is fleeting. It's an enjoyment. It's a quiet moment away from everything, or it's meeting with old friends. It's doing something new. It's doing something old. It's fun. This is fun, or can be. So yeah, we go shooting a lot. Don't you have Nerf? I got tons of Nerf guns. Holy shit, I should break those out. We have a shit ton of Nerf guns. I like the first option. Anal Heat Seeker 69 Grinder HMU, boys. There you go. Anal Heat Seeker. That man means business. What's his name? Balthazar. Damn. Have you come across any game that is really close to real life military missions? No. And Call of Duty is not. Call of Duty is. It's got. Okay, just the simple fact that you can't fucking traverse the earth aimed in an ACOG site. You know, you're zoomed in and you're like, you don't walk around like that. That's not how weapons work. You don't take cover in first-person shooters. You know, I'm up, they see me, I'm down. Like in the real world, you take cover a lot. As a matter of fact, cover is your primary objective. In video games, you don't do that. You just go. In real life, you're a target. If you do that, you're gonna die really quickly. Thanks, Jay. I follow UFC. Not lately, man. Honestly, I haven't really been following anything. Ever since I got out of surgery, well, work's really picked up too. I really just haven't been watching much TV or anything. Have you been to Afghanistan? No, I did not I did not have the pleasure of going to Afghanistan. My brother-in-law went there. You should train MMA. I do train MMA. Do you still play hockey? No, I haven't played hockey in about 20 years. I was a goalie. Pretty good one too. I still skate though. It feels pretty real to me when I fall off the roof grappling in Rainbow Six Siege. Oh, Rainbow Six was awesome. Do you fart all the damn time? Yeah, I heard 90% locking, 10% firing. Give a video of your inquiry? You have a video of your inquiry. Are you asking me if when I pop my bicep, and did I get on video? Yeah, if you look at it's in my shorts. Not those shorts, YouTube shorts. What do you do for work? As little as possible. I do commercial construction. I am the Las Vegas area safety manager for Southwest Steel. And this week's gonna suck. Bosses are in town. I'm not looking forward to tomorrow at all. Looking at Bryce Mitchell. Bryce Mitchell. Bryce. I feel like I know that name. Things are pretty quick in real life missions. Well, there's no way to make video games realistic, and they try to sell you on realism, but it's just not possible. Even the multiplayer ones. First of all, you don't have a damage meter in real life. Getting shots, no bueno. It's the way you have weapons reload. Man, I wish I could reload like that. Could you imagine if you could reload like that in real life? I mean, I'm sure there's guys that are very fast reloaders. When we go to the range, especially the competitive shooters, I have a pretty good reload. I'm pretty decent. But video games are just retarded. That'd be awesome if you could just like pick ammo up as you run, you know. Hell yeah, I know who Khabib Nurmagomedov is. It's like asking if you know who Michael Jordan is. He's a based farmer from Arkansas. Oh, Bryce. Yeah, I know who Bryce is. Any advice you took from military in all this years, which things change your life? Yeah. The big thing is like most people don't. They have to learn that when you think you're not capable of going any farther, whether it's lifting more weight, whether it's running another mile, whether it's any kind of perseverance, you're a lot stronger than you think you are, and the military will force you to confront that because they will make you go harder than you thought you could go. And once you know that you have, you know, you can beat those limitations, once you understand that you can push harder than you think you can accomplish pretty much anything. Powerlifting, you know, powerlifting, a lot of powerlifting is convincing yourself to lift the weight. You know, if I put 600 pounds on the bar, um, it's not heavy, but if I don't tell myself, if I don't say I'm lifting this fucking weight, it is. I can't pick it up, and that's not even that's close to 100 pounds less than what I would need to even be competitive when I hit the platform. And if I can't, I mean, I can't pick up 600 pounds in my garage. Yeah, I've had days where I go out there and I just can't pick it up. But powerlifting allows you to do is switch that on. You tap into that adrenaline, and you get in that mode, and you're like, I'm picking this shit up. Well, a lot of that comes from military training. You know, your ability to, when you think you're done, you can tap into something that allows you to you know, use an extra gear you didn't know you had. It also teaches you to put up with a lot of bullshit. You know, people yelling and screaming in traffic. You know, they're getting so upset when they're, you know, delayed. They have no patience at the grocery store when they're in a line. And military guys are like, man, whatever, we don't give a fuck. We just embrace the suck. You go to the DMV and there's 400 people in front of you, and people are just losing their shit. They can't handle it. They go home. We'll come back tomorrow. And we're just like, man, I'll wait. You know, it sucks, but you just get in that mode where you're like, life sucks. I'm gonna put up with it, and we get our shit done. Like, it just the military will give you the gift of being able to put up with weapons grade bullshit on a regular basis without losing your dignity. Oh, you went back and watched it? Yeah, that was pretty good, huh? You watched the muscle pop off the bone. I played paintball, deep wood courses. You learn tactics and cover key things for success. Yeah, paintball's awesome. We went to Mount Rainier, and it was a couple Marines. And we got invited to play paintball, and we absolutely thought we were going to destroy these guys. You know, we get jarheads in the service, and you know, we know how to do cover formation, 2x2 cover formations, and all that. You know, whatever small unit tactics. These boys in Mount Rainier whipped our ass. Now they had better equipment than us too. They had their own, like we had to use the rental guns, and they had like these automatic badass fucking whatever. But that really didn't matter as much as just how good they were. Whether it's, I don't know if it's because they're used to the terrain, or they had a definite distinct advantage over us. And we did 1-1 after we lost a couple in a row. We kind of got after them because we were able to dissect their tactics, and we used that against them. But then they made the adjustment, and they came back and beat us again. So they learned from their mistakes too. So it was kind of cool. And at the end, we all talked about it, and it was pretty bitching. But I had the contempt prior to investigation to think, or the hubris to believe that we were just going to mop the floor with these assholes. And you know, that's arrogance. You know, that'll teach you. You don't know. You can't judge people. You have no idea what you're getting into. If you don't know somebody, you don't know. That's why I don't pick fights with people, even if they look like pussies. Hey, babe. Andre's trying to call me. Can you text him and tell him I'm streaming? Sweetheart, are you still in the chat? Boom, 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 boom. Do you know Para SF? Para SF. What's Para SF? I don't know what that means. How long is your trend cycle? No, I don't do trend. I do DHB. Trend's bad. Trend's bad. You don't want to. Guys over the age of 40 shouldn't be messing around with trenbolone. But there's some good compounds out there that are really suitable for older lifters. If you ask me if I'm on trend, that just tells me you don't know what steroids are, and you're an idiot. So I don't usually dignify those comments, but for anybody that's actually interested. Paint guns people are using, let's see, automatic fires with 2 fingers. Real gun replicas instead of a big black air tank. Are you talking about paintball versus airsoft? Our army are terrorism with uniform. Army are terror is me with uniform. Boss. Okay. What is your favorite leg workout? Accessories after squats. More squats. Uh, we got Bulgarian split squats. We got. Um, I can't think of any of them. I'm just. What are you hitting today? You know, Traveler. I don't. I've already been on an hour and a half, and I haven't done a single thing. And I've been talking to you guys. I don't think I'm going to train today. I think I'm just going to call it here in a few minutes. It's Sunday. I got school tomorrow. I'm not into UFC, but I do love KFC. Hey, they're not mutually exclusive. You can love both of them. I don't think Christina's in the chat. She didn't answer me back. Well, shit, guys. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to train today. I had a good time talking to you, though. Let's see. My buddy who's in the Canadian PPCLI is blown away at how good I was. So that it was a real war. Oh, that's cool. You're not shooting an inch-wide ball. Paint is easy. Chick-fil-A beats KFC every day. I can't say I'm gonna be the lone dissenter, and I'm gonna say I would rather have KFC than Chick-fil-A. Dixie's chicken. That sounds good. See you, Kara. It's Monday here. Oh, what time zone are you in, Master? I don't agree with Chick-fil-A's politics. I don't even know what their politics are. I really don't. All I can tell you is there's nothing that's coming out of that restaurant that's worth waiting around the block. I've seen the lines just go around the block for that place. It's a fucking chicken sandwich. Nice shirt. Do they make them for men? I got it out of your girl's closet. So I don't know. Let's say we got Baby Yoda. Oh, are you the one? I would have been your dad, but the dog beat me over the fence. Yeah, you're the one. Israel is killing people. Good for them. I hope they keep at it. And I don't have a single mod in here, so on that, I will see you guys later. I love you guys. See you on the battlefield.